What's going on, guys? So Gotham has returned, and this first episode was okay. I didn't think too much of the episode. I mean, it was just a kind of like a setup episode. Let's introduce some new characters. Let's go ahead and show you what the first part of the season is going to be about. And of course, let's bring back the Court of Owls and some of the characters from last season, and also get rid of some of the characters from last season. So that is kind of just what this first episode was about. It was just a pure setup intro to what to expect for the rest of the season. We found out where Lee is. We found out what Gordon's been doing since he found Lee. He's now a bounty hunter. We saw that Bullock was a good captain while Barnes is away, but now Barnes is back, so, you know, Bullock's just back to day drinking. Selena's hanging out with Fish. Butch and Penguin are bros again, and freaking Barbara and Crazy Assassin Chick have opened up their own club. Lastly, Bruce Wayne and Alfred went on another trip. I just wish one of those trips would be a freaking let me become Batman trip, like training with the League of Assassins. As always, guys, I'm going to talk about some things I liked, and of course, some things I didn't like, because man, oh man, there is one thing I really don't like about this episode. First thing that I like about this is, man, oh man, am I loving badass Bruce and badass Gordon. The way freaking Bruce went into that meeting, he was all like, let me do this. Let me go sit down and like, hey, board of directors, I know you're the freaking Court of Owls, and like, bitch, I want to talk to your leader, bitch, and if you don't, I'm going to go to the newspapers. And he just like unbuttoned his shit and shit. Like, I like buttoning things, so he's like, boom! I just fucking love that Bruce went into this meeting and he was like, look, bitches, I'm going to be Batman someday. I'm going to control all your fucking lives, so you better talk to me now. That was dope. And then he wanted pancakes after. Fucking victory pancakes, bitch. We're totally gonna be getting more of badass Gordon this season, which is awesome because he's no longer a cop, so he doesn't have rules. He is now a bounty hunter. Bounty Hunter Gordon. Well, Bounty Hunter Gordon is the motherfucking Batman right now because he's going around cleaning up the city and catching all these monsters. Dude tried to go one-on-one with Killer Croc. Speaking of Killer Croc, I like the way he looks. It is a different version of Killer Croc. A lot of you guys were out there like, oh, Killer Croc was born that way and he's always been a lizard man or whatever. I know that, guys. I know that. Trust me. This is Gotham. A lot of people always forget that Gotham is going to do things different. So what Gotham's going to do is they're going to give you a proto version of Killer Croc. We're going to see the Waylon Jones version that is, you know, half Killer Croc, half man right now. We don't know if he was completely made in Indian Hill or if he was born the way he was. They could still be using that origin, but he's half man, whatever. But he got hit by a fucking bus or truck or whatever, so they're probably going to take the remains of that and they're going to try to make him live because he was almost indestructible and he's going to become even more lizard man. That's what I'm thinking. We also got introduced to Valerie Belle this episode, and man, oh man, her and Gordon are going to... They're totally gonna knock boots. It's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, oh, Gordon, oh, Valerie. It's gonna happen. That chemistry's there, and they're just like, ooh, you know, because she's gonna keep getting in his way. He's gonna have to save her, and things are just gonna happen. And Lee's over here dating mob bosses and shit, and it's gonna get all crazy. There's gonna be like a love triangle, and it's just gonna be all over the place. And then Barbara's gonna be like, bitch, he's my man, and she's gonna try to kill both of them because she's crazy. More on Barbara in a minute because, ooh! But I am loving the whole Valerie Belle thing because I think she's just a better female lead, like opposite of Gordon right now. Because like Lee was awesome and Lee is really cool. I like her character, but the interactions between them was just always like, you need to be safe or you're doing this and blah blah. Valerie, I feel like she's gonna be right there with him in all of this drama, and that's gonna be kind of cool because he's gonna be like, oh, this girl can hold her own and blah blah blah. I think that's gonna be pretty awesome. She's also gonna be a pain in his ass, but you know, she just seems like a more fun character, and that's kind of what this season needs because we have too many crazy women. Let me get a crazy woman that knows what the hell she's doing. The next thing I want to talk about is Fish and her whole group of monster men. We saw that she has a whole bunch of goons with her, and we know that her using her powers is starting to kill her. We learned that from Peabody when she kidnapped her, and also she's running around with a bunch of people with abilities. We saw this mummy man that can basically reverse Benjamin Button people. We got the wannabe White Flash. We got Dominatrix Girl, and she's got some vampire looking dude that I think might be Man-Bat because Homeboy's got wings. Now, they're more than likely just throwing out Man-Bat's origins if this guy were to be Man-Bat, because Man-Bat actually was a scientist doctor guy, and he actually, you know, tried the serum on himself, and it turned him into Man-Bat. But this guy is a already that, and he's obviously a product of Indian Hill. So that could be Man-Bat. I'm not going to put a 100% stamp on it, but it is very plausible. With that mention of the Monster Man, we also saw how Ivy is going to go from Kid Ivy to New Ivy because Mummy Man touched her for a split second and then she fell into the water. So she's obviously going to wake up as the new sexy Ivy lady in episode 2 or 3. I don't know if we'll see her in the next episode. It might be episode 3 that she's actually going to show up. They probably just want to skip one episode to make you think she actually died, but we all know that she's going to grow up to be a bigger, better Ivy. And she's probably going to start hanging out at the Siren Club, because why wouldn't she? I'm going to speak about that Siren Club in a little bit, but we ain't done yet. Hold on. There wasn't anything too crazy about the Court of Owls. We saw what we could assume to be Talon was sent to go kill Bruce Wayne, which he totally didn't even kill Bruce Wayne. You guys saw me lose my shit for Court of Owls in the videos from last season, but they are going to be the big players this season, at least for the first half of the season. I feel like you could stretch the Court of Owls out through the whole 22 or 23 episodes that Gotham has, but we're gonna have to wait and see. We saw that last year, in season 2, that they actually split it up into 2 separate villains. We have all these teasers from Jerome coming back, so I don't know what they're planning on doing, or if they're going to separate the 2 seasons like they did last year, but I feel like the Court of Owls is big enough to spread out between the 22 or 23 episodes. I made my prediction a long time ago. I think it's in the season finale episode of season 2 that I made my prediction that the Bruce Wayne clone guy with the long hair is going to work with the Court of Owls, and they are going to groom him into being Bruce Wayne, because Bruce Wayne's going to be a pain in their ass. They're going to be like, you know what, we need to get rid of Bruce Wayne, but people are going to start asking questions if Bruce Wayne just disappears and Wayne Enterprise gets held over to us, so let's groom this clone guy to be Bruce Wayne. We can control him, bada bing, bada boom, we own Wayne Enterprises. If you want to know the whole theory, just go watch my season 2 finale video. I explain it in depth on that one, but basically there is a character known as Thomas Wayne Jr. that is raised by the Court of Owls, and it is just this crazy ass storyline that would be freaking awesome, and I think that is what Gotham might be heading towards. Just go watch that video because I talk about it in depth. In that same video, I also mentioned that a lot of people felt that this character could be Hush. I lean more towards the Court of Owls storyline with Thomas Wayne Jr. and not so much the Hush thing, but they could make this clone Hush if they wanted him to, because it's Gotham. Gotham changes origins, guys. Don't, get it out of your head that it's not going to be just like the comics. It is very different. A lot of people are like, it can't be Hush because he's the guy that Bruce Wayne punched out in season 1. I know that. Trust me. I totally know that. But the problem is Gotham doesn't give a fuck. Gotham has already shown its true colors, and they don't give a damn about origins. This show is villains are going to create Batman, not Batman created the villains. That is how this is going. It is very opposite of the comics. It is its own world. It is doing everything its own way. Now, some of it is really bad, like I'm just about to talk about. Calm down, Juice. Calm down. Get through the video before you just blow your load all over the place, because holy crap. Okay, so we saw the Siren Club, which we know is just an obvious slap in the face to the Gotham Sirens. If you guys don't know, the Gotham Sirens are Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman. And well, we've already seen Catwoman in that club, and she got told to get out by Butch. Side note, totally love that Butch and Penguins are buds again, because I think they work way better together than, opposite of each other. So this Siren Club is just the freaking way to keep Barbara Gordon in the show. It's not Barbara Gordon, it's Barbara Kane. I wish we had Barbara Gordon because that's Batgirl. Barbara Kane, or Keene, or however you want to say that last name, I don't care, I'm just gonna say Barbara. She is still in this damn show, and oh my god, could Gotham make it any more obvious that they want to make her Harley Quinn? I'm not even joking. They literally, episode 1 of season 3, are already having her go crazy. And look at me. I could kill people because I'm crazy. Oh, you slapped me. I absolutely hate Barbara on this show. Why couldn't she have just died when she fell out of the window? That would have been the best way to send her off, but no! We want to keep Barbara on the show. We want to make her Harley Quinn. We want to put her next to Jerome so we can have that couple and blah, 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 blah. We already have Catwoman. We know that Ivy's gonna be on the show, and she's more than likely, since she's gonna grow up, gonna start hanging out at the Siren Club. So look at that. That's 2 of the 3 sirens, and oh, what do you know? We're gonna turn Barbara Gordon into Harley Quinn. That's all 3 sirens in the Siren Club. I am not even joking. The moment they clarify and make Barbara freaking Harley Quinn, I think I'm gonna stop covering this show, because that is going to piss me off. Do not take one of the most beloved characters in the DC universe and resort and freaking put her in a box of crazy like Barbara. Barbara sucks. Like, she's not... Like, Harley Quinn is very fun and awesome. Barbara Gordon, not Gordon, Keene, whatever, she sucks. Like, she is just so bad. Like, the way she just transitioned from, kill, kill, kill. Like, it's... Harley doesn't even do that. Is Harley Quinn crazy? Yes, but Harley Quinn is also sane at the same time, and she's very lovable and dorky and whatever, and she's like, she's just the perfect amount of awesome, and Barbara is none of that. She's just psycho crazy, and she tries to be good, and Gordon, and blah, blah, blah. Like, shut up. Like, she would be the worst person to be Harley Quinn. Legit gonna stop covering this show when it happens. I'm not even kidding. Unless they freaking bring in Batman at the same time as they bring in Harley Quinn, gonna stop watching, because I hate the idea. Just give me a new girl. Bring in a new girl that is new to Arkham. She wants to be, you know, she wants to help people. Then you do your whole Jerome arc. Send him to Arkham. She falls in love with him. Bada bing, bada boom. There's your Harley Quinn. Nobody gives a fucking damn if you want to make older characters into villains. No one cares. Rant is over. I hate Barbara. I hope she dies at some point in this season and that she's not Harley Quinn. And don't kill her to bring her back as Harley Quinn. That would be fucking stupid. Also, I know a lot of you guys mentioned Silver St. Cloud as possibly being Harley Quinn. She's too young. You guys got to remember that Harley Quinn was a psychiatrist. You can't become a psychiatrist in 4 years. Like, that is not going to happen. They're not... Silver and Bruce aren't even in college yet. She would have to go to college, get her 8-year degree, or however long it takes to become a psychiatrist, and then bada bing, bada boom, finally get a job at Arkham, then meet Joker. It's just way too much for Silver to be Harley. Barbara is the best freaking guess to be, Harley if they are going to make something. So yeah, I know you guys were saying that a lot, but not gonna happen. To end this video, let's go ahead and talk about some of my predictions for this season of Gotham. Number 1, obviously, I just ranted about it. I think that we are going to see Barbara become more of Harley Quinn. Number 2, they are going to build up the legacy of Jerome. I think we're gonna see more like hidden Joker stuff. We're gonna see more of the gang people that were all worshiping Joker. I think that is going to be something we're going to see like a little bit here and there. It's not going to be like in your face. It's just going to be like sprinkled out, kind of like they did with Jerry from season 2. I think they are going to do a little bit of things like that. I don't know when we're going to see Jerome. I think we're going to see him in season 3, although he said, I'll see you guys in a season or 2 on his Instagram. I think they are going to have him like show up in the second part of the season, or possibly like on the season finale of season 3, and maybe he'll be the big bad in season 4. I don't really know, but I do feel like they are going to sprinkle a little bit of that Jerome dust all over season 3. By the end of the season, Gordon will join the police force again, like way towards the end of the season. I think he'll come back to the police force because I think Detective Barnes is gonna die. The one thing, I don't know if you guys picked up on it, but in this episode, he already has his cane, he's already walking, but he was coughing a lot. I don't know why he coughed so much, and they kind of put emphasis on it. So I'm like, something's wrong with Detective Barnes. So I think something's going to cause him to retire, or he might just die this season. And, Gordon's going to come back because he knows they need like a strong-headed person in the department. I think Fish Mooney might die before the second half of the season, so like around December, I think she's going to get killed off, much like they did with Galavan from season 2. I think Fish Mooney will make it through the first half of the season, and then she's going to die from either using too much of her powers, or somebody's just going to offer like Penguin, because I think Penguin is also going to be on the rise this whole season. As you can see, he's already taking over Gotham, and he's making it like, this is my city, and he is just out to kill Fish. So I think we're going to see Penguin rise, and Fish is going to fall officially. She's going to die, and she ain't going to come back. So I'm calling that. But once Penguin's up and he's rising and the city's his, I think the Falcone family is going to come back, because I believe, brain fart, I believe that is who Lee is dating. She is dating somebody from the Falcone family, and they already said, I believe Falcone is going to make an appearance on this season, so I believe the Falcone family might be coming back to Rise, not with Falcone, but a member of the Falcone family, so he might be butting heads with Penguin. And like I said, I always felt like Gotham would do awesome if they just kept that mob mentality. The mob mentality is always awesome in these kind of shows, especially a cop drama like this one is, so I think they should bring back that aspect of the show. And lastly, I think Bruce is finally going to start progressing to that Batman persona. Now, he has said that Gotham doesn't need Batman right now. This is coming from young Bruce Wayne himself. But I think that he's going to start developing more of those traits. I don't know if he's going to become more of a detective this season, but I feel like, I don't know if he'll start actually training a lot more. It would just be so great that if so much stuff happens with the Court of Owls, like their, Talon tries to kill him all these times or whatever, that at the end of this season, he will finally just be like, Alfred, we need to go away, but I need to go away to train. That would be the best thing. He could start doing that now. I don't know why they're not waiting for that. I know he's still young, but I think they're going to build up the Playboy persona of Bruce Wayne this year, which I believe they've already said they're going to do that. But I think at the same time, he's going to start working on these whole things of trying to become Batman more. But that is it, guys. Season 3, Episode 1 is in the books for Gotham. In 2 weeks, we're going to have The Flash and everything else. So this channel is going to start popping. But I want to know what you guys thought of this episode in the comment sections down below. Guys and gals, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share with all your Gotham buddies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things nerdy and geeky on this channel. As always, guys, I am your host, JUICEbox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. If I have my daily dose of juice, see you guys next time. Bye!